Alright guys, so I have this topic, and this is a little crazy. Here's my question. If there were more promiscuous people in the world, okay, hear me out, would the world be a better place? Now, this is what I was thinking. You know, back in the Roman days and stuff, like if you watch Spartacus or just any of that type of era, it looked like it was just so promiscuous. People were sleeping with people all crazy, right? And I feel like what you didn't see was people killing people because of jealousy, right? So like my wife watched a lot of those like killer shows, and it's like, oh, the wife killed her husband because he was cheating, or the husband killed her wife because she was cheating. And like, I wonder if there was more promiscuous people, meaning if you met a girl and she was just easy to be like, whatever, let's do it, would it make you kind of lower your like, not attraction for the person, but your like instinctive, this person is mine, right? Like if it was less people out there that was like, you are mine and you are mine, right? If it was just like, well, you know what, it is what it is. I don't need to be married to you. I don't need to be in a relationship. I could just get down, right? So I was just thinking, like, would the world be a better place? Now, there'd probably be a lot more diseases. That would be crazy, so I don't think the world would be a better place. But if jealousy was less of a thing, would the world be a better place is pretty much what it comes down to. Would you be more free-feeling if you met some chick at the club and it wasn't like, oh wait, I gotta get to know you, and you know, maybe I gotta wine and dine you, and then, you know, we got a date for a while? Would the world be a better place if she was just like, oh, I'm down, let's just go back to the house, right? Would the world be a better place if your options was more open? So let's say you met up with this chick that night at the club, and the next day, right? And then let's say you wake up and you get a phone call, and it's this other chick that you met, and she's like, hey, you trying to get together later on? And you're like, bet. Would the world be more carefree? Would you go to work more like, man, I had a good weekend, because you messed with like 3 girls, right? Would women be less fed up because they feel like,
you are my man, and I don't want another woman looking at you?
Like, what if the women was just like, hey, listen, he ain't mine. Like, listen, we hung out, we had a good time, we went out, like, hey, but I'm gonna see, you know, Neff tomorrow night, so it is what it is. And I ain't talking about that Neff, I'm talking about a different Neff. And I'm not saying promiscuous people, this isn't women, and I'm not just saying men, I'm saying in general. If people were more promiscuous and people were more into, hey, I'll mess with you, I'll mess with you, and it was less like actual relationships. What if it was less like marriages? I don't know, right? What if it was less commitment and more people was just like, hey, I'll mess with you because I was feeling something at the moment, and it's nothing like no strings attached, no like, okay, if we went out and we like, oh, now we got to be a couple, we got to be an item, right? Versus the world we live in now, where people are pretty much a couple or item, and the jealousy is there because you are for you and no one else. You get married or you start dating, you can't look at nobody else, you can't be with nobody else, that's it. And I get the world, you know, that just makes it where you feel special, right? That's where love come involved. Like, I've been married to my wife, it'll be 11 years next month. We'll be dating for 15 years in September, right? And I feel like that's where we have our strong bond. That's where you get, you know, that love. Like, my mom's been married to my stepdad for, I think, 35 years now. So, like, I get that, right? That's the value system that we have. Like, to feel like, man, we've been together for so long, we got to know each other, we know everything about each other, we have a great life, we enjoy life, we created all of what we have together, right? So I think you would be losing out on that stuff if the world had more promiscuous people. If you were just like, it is what it is. Like, how do you build stuff with people, right? And I feel like the world is rough now. Like, the world isn't made for single people. Like, who could really afford a house, apartment on their own, all their bills by themselves? It usually couples could dominate and have a good life. Like, I couldn't afford all this by myself without my wife, you know, but together we could do all of this and more. We got extra money. We could go places, do things, go on vacations, right? But if the world had more promiscuous people and it was taking people away from commitment and relationships, then I think there might be a lot of more broke people out there, but it'd be more like, oh, it's just party, party, party. Maybe I'm sleeping on my friend's couch. Like, you know, but I guess you would miss this dynamic, right? So it is an interesting talk, and it's one that's been in my head for a while, but I'm curious to know, what do you guys think how the world will be if there were more promiscuous people? That's pretty much the dynamic I think the world would be. You know, it would be more carefree. I don't know if people would be more happy, right? You know, like when you're single and you're just like, bro, I'm just single, I'm just messing with a lot of girls. Like, you feel like that's the greatest time of your life. I used to have this saying, right? Back in the early 2000s. I used to say the greatest time in a man's life is single in the summer. Like, that literally was my motto. And but then again, there was those moments where I was single and it was like a drought. It was like, all right, I ain't messing with no girls right now, and life is kind of boring being single. I'd rather be in a relationship and have fun with somebody else. But if there were more promiscuous people, then I think you would have a lot more fun, because girls would be more into having fun, you know, that type of fun, and guys would be more into having that type of fun as well. But I do think that comes with some chaos for the world, because the world probably would be a little bit worse off. Like, I think people will be more carefree, but I think it will be more chaos probably, because not having that bond together, I feel like that kind of helps the world mend some of its wounds, right? Meaning, like, there's a lot of bad stuff going on. There's nothing like coming home to your special person and they make you feel special, and then the next day they still make you feel special and you do things together. But if there was more promiscuous people, imagine the girl you started to get feelings for, right? So we didn't touch this, right? You started to get feelings for her, and then the next day she's like, oh, I'm going to hang out with Neff. And you're like, oh man, I just wondered if you would hang out with me for another day. You're like, nah, I'm good. We had fun last night, and I'm out. And maybe people will be more honest. Maybe you might be like, nah, I like the way Neff more than you, right? So it still probably could be some jealousy, because just because the world had more promiscuous people, people will probably choose other people over people. So anyway, guys, that's my crazy thought, but I want to know what you guys think. That being said, and now your mama knows. Oh, man.
I'll make you famous.
Because I'm a cowboy! Oh, man. Gaming, vlogging, podcast, movie reviews, product reviews. I've been vlogging my life since 2011. Every birthday, Christmas, Valentine's Day is on this channel. Even my honeymoon in Mexico, swimming with sharks, and more. So whatever video brought you here, check out the playlist with that same type of content.
And now your mama knows.